Welcome, everybody, to the Follow D Money podcast. We are live at Fade to Win Barbershop, thanks to my boy, Adrian. I'm sitting with my good friend, my little bro, for the second time. I'm here with Curtis Collins, and say hi to everybody, bro.
What's up? How's everybody doing?
What's
man?
up.
How you feeling?
I'm good, bro.
Good to see you again, man. It's been a minute.
It's been a minute.
It has been a minute.
You've been around.
I have, man.
Yeah.
I've been on the scene.
Yeah.
Like, I've been outside.
Yeah.
I've been outside.
So since our last conversation,
How long ago was that?
it was over about a year and a half ago.
Nah. It's
No,
longer than
not
that.
longer than a year?
It's longer than that. This is back in probably like 2022, 2023.
Dang, yeah, 2020, yeah, 3 years?
Yeah, almost.
Damn, okay.
Yeah.
Well, you can watch that or listen to that episode on all podcast platforms.
1000%.
But what's changed in your life since the last time I've seen you?
Man, a lot.
Yeah.
A lot. I was transitioning out of football at the time, last time we talked. Now I'm into the space of ownership and just very creative mind space. Just working with, all types of people, working with all types of brands, and, even starting my own brand.
Yeah.
So I came into a different field of work, but I'm still in the field, if that makes sense.
Okay, so you're not in the same field that you were in last time?
Not necessarily. I'm more on the front line as far as like when people think of the brand or they think of these things, they think of me now.
Okay.
As far as like instead of doing the work, I'm the guy that they look to for like, oh, he's the guy with the answers.
Okay.
Yeah.
In the shot, you can see we have something special here.
Of course.
And the last time you were here, you were with another brand.
Yeah.
And
I was. That's
you
crazy.
were with another brand.
I was.
You were represented. We had them.
Yeah.
We drank that on the last
Yeah, we
episode.
did.
Well, no, we drank that with Foreign.
Yeah. With Foreign.
But
Shout out to Foreign too.
shout out to Foreign.
Yeah.
And what happened?
To be quietly frank and transparent and blunt, man, I just had a bigger vision for myself. I always knew I was going to be an owner. I always knew I was going to create something that was a household name. I always knew that I would have my own brand. And I just got to a point where I got tired of people telling me no.
Yeah.
So no came up in a lot of conversations, or I don't know if that's a good idea. I don't have time for you to speculate whether my ideas, my creativeness is good enough for you.
Yep.
So I go create my own wave, and that's where where this stemmed from.
What about those conversations did you take to start your own brand? Other than the no. Because you had to learn from those conversations as well. You know what I mean? Like no was motivation, but you have to take some kind of lessons from every situation that you have in your life.
1000%.
Yeah.
1000%. I think a lot of those situations came from understanding the language and understanding how to ask for what you want, but not asking for it in a way that it rubs people the wrong way. And I learned that through business. Like that's why I say corporate emailing is a real thing. You can basically say F you without saying F you in an email.
Right. You gotta learn that though.
You gotta learn it. But there's other ways to ask for the things you're asking for or get straight to the point, without like, hey, give me 50,000. It's like, hey, what are you guys' budgets for the year? Do you guys associate with things like this or these brands or these companies? What does the logistics looks like in us coming here and flying here and being here for 2 days and taking over your event or partnering on the event?
Yeah.
Okay, now I can get the answers I want because now you got to tell me exactly what you got going on without telling me exactly what you got going on.
Yeah.
So that's it.
So with the other liquor brand that you were with, how did you decide that you were going to go from talent management to representing a brand to creating your own brand and it being what it is today? How did that whole concept start?
So I was in, it started off, I was in Miami for my guy's bachelor party. My guy, Josh, shout out to my boy Josh. It was his bachelor party. And we're in Miami, we're having fun. We're doing our thing. And, man, we just kept spending so much money on liquor.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, yo, this shit is getting ridiculous. Like, I'm tired of spending money on liquor.
Yeah.
And I look up, I'm $500, $600, $700 off Casamigos, champagne, and I just keep spending this money. And I'm just like, yo, this don't make sense to me. Like I'm literally funneling other people's pocket. Like this don't make sense. I'm lit thinking this. And so we go down, South Beach and stuff like that. But people don't know about Collins Ave. Collins Ave is like the main strip that turns into South Beach. So if you're in Miami and you're out there, you're on Collins Ave first and then it turns into South Beach.
Yeah.
So you have to take that road. You know what I'm saying? You gotta go to all the hotels. You gotta go past everything. And we're on Collins Ave, man, and I just look up and I'm just like, man, this make a lot of sense to me. So when you think of Miami, but when you think of Collins Ave, you think of the hotels, you think of the women, you think of the yachts, you think of the water, you think of champagne, you think of all this fly stuff that you want to do, but it only happens in Miami because that's where it's curated from. So I'm like, okay, my last name is Collins. This is my experiences. These are the things I love to have fun and do. How can I recreate this moment for my homies at all times or my homegirls at all times? And I created a brand that no matter what country you're in, what city you're in, you're always on Collins Ave. So that's how I came up with it.
Damn. So it was kind of like an epiphany for you.
Yeah.
You were on Collins Ave and you had that experience with the alcohol.
Yeah.
You're with your boys and you were like, this gotta happen.
Yeah. And then my name just so happened, to be Collins. So it made a lot of sense.
Yep. What about your experience where you are now as an entrepreneur?
Yeah.
What do you wish you knew that you don't know, that you didn't know before?
Credit. Credit, 1,000%.
Just credit.
I've funded this off credit. I'm going to keep it a bean with you.
Yeah.
It ain't. Like, I took my money. Don't get me wrong. My money's poured into it 1,000%.
Yeah.
But I was pouring my money into it before I got knowledge about it. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So this is a 2-year process. So if you look on the bottle, it says established in 2023.
Yep.
This was a 2-year process. I started this back in 2023. It's 2025. It's a 2-year process. So I went through 2 years of using my own money and funneling everything through personal like gains.
Yep.
And then I had to realize I had to smarten up, I had to tighten up, get my credit right, get do everything the way I needed to.
Yep.
And then I hopped on, you know what I'm saying? So now it's not even something I'm worried about taking care of. It's like, okay, this is how we're gonna take care of it.
Yep.
Yeah.
So having ideas is great.
Yeah.
Having a plan is necessary. What I want to know and what everybody wants to know is how do you go from an idea to having a bottle sitting next to you? Can you kind of walk us through after you were on Collins Ave in Miami and then what process it was to get that bottle to get on the table?
Yeah. So the first step was doing your research on the champagne. If you know about champagne and wine, you know that you can only get champagne from France in the Champagne region. That's the only place. You can't call this champagne unless it comes from Champagne, France.
Wow.
That's actually like a legal thing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like they make you sign paperwork for that. So Collins Ave is legally considered a champagne from that region. So that's the first step. You got to go through the understanding of the background where it comes from. And then secondly is doing your research on the type of brand you want.
Yep.
My bottle comes from the same areas, Dom Perignon, Veuve, Moet. We're all in the same area. We're 2 miles apart. So I'm getting the best grapes. I'm getting the best harvest. I'm getting everything. So you got to really understand. And then you got to understand your palates. A lot of people don't understand their palates. So when people drink red wine and stuff, and I'm seeing them eat certain foods, I'm like, yo, that don't go good with red wine. That's why it tastes bitter to you. Or that's why it tastes like this.
Dang.
It opens up your taste buds and your palates. That's why when people eat wine or they do something, they use cheese or they eat these or grapes or it's like, nah, those are all meant to eat a certain way and drink a certain way.
Damn.
Yeah.
So you got your knowledge of wine and champagne and all that stuff before you started this process.
Yeah, 1,000%.
Did you already have that knowledge or
No, that's
you was
something
a
I went
Hennessy
through.
drinker?
No, I was a tequila man.
Oh, okay.
I don't even drink other brands.
Okay.
I only drink my brand.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
if I don't support nobody, if it ain't Collins Ave product. Now I will like wine since I'm in the wine industry.
Right.
I'll try other wines for sure.
Yeah, yeah.
But like as far as like liquors and man, you can't get me to do none of that. I'm supporting my own stuff. Yeah.
And what is the rollout process when you have a brand like that and you are trying to build it? Do you want to build it out and then bring it local, or do you want to start local and then build it out?
I say start local and build it out because most of my support is coming from my hometown.
Yeah.
Like the amount of love I've been getting from the city has been amazing.
Yeah.
Everybody's been showing me support.
Yeah.
Everybody's like, man, I'll buy a bottle, I'll buy 3, I'll buy a case. The love has been amazing.
Yep.
So it's not necessarily about who you know at that point. It's about like, do people genuinely mess with your product?
Yep.
And it starts at home. You know what I'm saying? Because my name is good at home. So like everybody's been showing me love.
Yep. It is. Everything is love, but it is it's got to be some hard times too, right?
1,000%. 1,000%.
When you're doing this process, especially being a brand owner in an industry that's not represented by Black males, or Black people, period. There are some, but you had to face some kind of difficult situations. And what kind of setbacks did you see being a young Black entrepreneur trying to start his own brand?
So one thing I wanted to do, I know we push a lot of like racial narrative when it comes to brands nowadays. Buy Black owned, buy this, buy that.
Yeah.
I try not to be divisive with this brand because champagne is universal. Whether you going to a wedding, whether you going to a birthday party, whether you celebrating a championship, whether you celebrating a graduation, people drink champagne no matter what color they are.
Yep.
And that's what I want this brand to represent is unity for me.
Yep.
I can take this anywhere in the world and people will drink it because you know why? It's a universal like code that like, hey, if we celebrating, we popping champagne.
Right.
And that's what Collins Ave kind of stand for. It's not to be divisive. It's not to be like it's Black owned or, it's, we all in this together. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, those are the things that matter to me. Like, and I want people to understand what my core and my business, like, that's what the company represents.
Mm-hmm.
We united in here. Like, it's a United States company. It come from Hallville, Indianapolis, Indiana. This is U.S. product right here. We stand as one right now. So I'm not trying to be divisive with it. I'm trying to go as one.
And where are you trying to build it coming from the city? Like what places do you have it right now?
So to be, I'm on a, what's it called? A non-disclosure right now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're on non-disclosure right now.
Okay.
But when it comes time to roll out, you'll exactly know where they at. Like they'll all get released at one time.
Yeah.
Just right now, I don't want people walking in the place like, yo, I heard y'all got Collins Ave. And it ain't there right now because, we're waiting for the launch, July 17th. So right now, you know what I'm saying? We're keeping on the raps. We're keeping on the low.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like whenever you're building a brand and you're making something and you are the face, when you're building your brand, what are you focusing the most on? Collaboration, community, or culture?
Collaboration, you bring in different communities and cultures together.
Mm-hmm.
If I don't collab with Tiffany or I don't get their clientele. I don't get the people that come in and buy from them. The people that's in the area. You don't get those type of people, that crowd of people, if you don't collaborate with them.
Right.
With collaboration, it brings culture and all of the other stuff that comes with it in the community. So I think collaboration is the biggest thing, and that's why I like to collab with different cities. I got collabs in New York City, Chicago, coming, LA, Miami, Houston, Paris, Vancouver, Toronto, London. I have all these collaborations coming. They're already in the works.
Yeah.
So I want to spread. That's why I said it's about unity. So it's just, piecing it together.
How does an independent brand become a household name?
For me, it's about perception and branding. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
The perception of your brand is what people gonna know what it's for.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? It's like me, I gotta come in here clean cut. I got my stuff together. You know what I'm saying? My nails gotta be done. Gotta have a nice watch on. My shoes gotta be clean. You know what I'm saying? Clothes gotta be straight. Like, it's a perception. So when you see me at all times, I always look like this. No matter where I'm at, I always look like this because now they like, okay, if he's presenting himself this way, the brand got to represent the same thing. Yep. So it's just, that's what it is for.
That makes sense. But you really still need all three.
Yeah, 1,000%.
1,000%. But I was just interested in knowing which one seemed the most impactful. And you've always collabed in every aspect of your life anyway.
1,000%.
How did you use, or what part of your previous business did you use managing talent to bring to this new venture in your life?
Network.
Okay.
My network.
Yeah.
My network it's always stayed intact.
Yeah.
I always make sure I kept the relationship, kept emails, kept phone numbers. And then people don't understand when you're networking with people, don't just hit them up when it's convenient for you.
Right.
I reach out to people on birthdays. I reach out to people on holidays. I reach out to people when they're going through stuff or it's a natural disaster.
Yeah.
Or like when the LA fire was hitting, I was texting all my LA homies. Not because I was trying to get some in a couple months from them, but like I really genuinely like, yo, you good? I'm checking on you.
Yeah.
And people take key to that. Like when you check on them and you reach out to them and make sure they cool, people remember that. So when you reach back out, I'm like, yo, bro, I got this idea. Hey, it's a no-brainer for them. Because they're like, nah, this dude genuinely cares about what I got going on.
Yeah.
So I genuinely want to help him.
Yeah.
And that's how I feel like they translate.
But I think that works across the board in life.
Yeah.
Even if you're not even doing nothing big, you should be checking up on the people that you care
1000%.
about or the people, and pay attention to who's checking up on you.
Yeah.
You know, because those people, a lot of people don't understand that when you check up on somebody, it's because you want to be checked on.
Yeah.
So that's really dope. And I do actually remember with the LA fires, you had something going on.
Yeah.
And you reached out to me just to see if I had any family affected and everything, and I thought that was hella dope.
Yeah.
But you and I reach out to each other randomly all the time.
1000%.
And I think that that's important in any relationship that you have with people to just be like, you know, something reminds you of somebody, hit that person up.
Yep.
Just be like, hey, I was thinking about you.
I do that all the time, but what I noticed about like in the entertainment industry, a lot of people take that as like you're trying to get something from them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because I got homies that do a lot of different stuff. I got homegirls that do different stuff. And you reach out to them like, yo, you good? Just checking on you. And they be like, they kind of like feel funny, like, what you want? Like, nah, I don't want nothing from you. I'm just, honestly, you can be going through the same stuff. My God just went through LSU. You know what I'm saying? He getting ready for the draft and nobody had an idea.
Yeah.
And it's like, I would genuinely just want to check on you because I know I've been in that place before. Like we talked about, my last time we talked, I told you about the mental health stuff.
Yep.
I've been in that place. So I actually will reach out to you just to see what's going on because life is hard. I get it.
It's tough, man. What inspires you or who inspires you right now?
I get inspired from a few people, honestly. One of the people, he's both of them are actually no longer living. One is Claire Savant. They call him Black Godfather. Super dope. They made a documentary about him on Netflix. Super fire.
Yeah.
I watch that all the time just to, build inspiration. Nit, of course. You know what I'm saying? Him and his people. I love what Black Sam is doing out there with the Marathon Burger. I think that's dope. And then, just actually my homeboys, like all my homeboys are doing dope stuff. You know what I'm saying? They're all starting companies. They're all raising their children. Like seeing them raise their kids is more inspiration to me because it's like, I feel like fathers have gotten a bad rep for like the last 15, 20, 30 years.
Yeah.
Like, of not taking care of their kids and stuff. So seeing my homies like be good dads and pull up to their kids' soccer game and, go to outings with them and a father-daughter dance. Like that's inspiring to me. It's like, man, it's good to see people handling business.
Yeah. Being so busy, starting a brand, going from one industry to another one, moving from New York back to Indy, what do you do to relax and make sure that you are good mentally? How do you stay sane?
By staying busy. Staying busy keep me sane, believe it or not.
That's crazy.
It does. It really does. Staying busy keep me sane.
I stay busy, bro, and I be like, man, I cannot wait to find a day that I don't have nothing to do.
I honestly hate not having nothing to do. It bothers me.
I hate it, but them days I need them sometimes.
Like ask my cameraman Todd, we was on the road, you would think I'll be sleeping in. I'm getting up at 7 a.m. early, crack of dawn. Like I gotta feel like I'm being productive to feel useful sometimes. And I know that's a bad trait to a degree, but I feel like if I ain't productive, I'm not useful and I don't need to be around if I'm not being useful. Cause it's like now you're just taking up oxygen and pointless conversation and time that I could be spending doing something else.
Yeah.
So that's just how I feel.
How many things do you plan to do with Collins Ave? Do you have big dreams for it.
Oh yeah, I already got them mapped out. I'm
Yeah.
going to build a headquarters here. I'm gonna build them in Hallville.
Yeah.
To just force the economy in my neighborhood.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to open a lounge, a Collins Ave lounge. It'll be downtown in Indy.
Yeah.
Or somewhere around the city. But my plan is downtown. Plan on getting people jobs, having people, be able to eat off Collins Ave.
Yeah.
Whether it be brand ambassadors, whether it be, stylists, whether it be a lot of stuff. We're going to do clothing. We're going to do a lot of stuff. I'm a fully, all that. I want to own a Formula One team. Yeah, I'm on all that. I'm trying to be.
You want to do it all.
Yeah, this is gonna be a $1 billion
Where are
company.
you? Where are you at with? So are you in the racing?
Yeah, I'm in the
You
race.
live in Indianapolis, so
I'm not into the NASCAR.
Yeah.
I like the Formula One. That's
Formula One.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Collins Ave gonna be at the Monaco Grand Prix next year.
Okay.
Yeah,
Damn.
yeah.
We got the stuff sitting right here.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
It's chilled.
yeah, we about
You
to-
said we can taste it.
Yeah, we gon'. I think it's about that time, man. I feel like I've been stringing people out long enough, so it's about that time.
Okay, well, I want to
Yeah.
taste it. I want
No,
to taste it.
it's-
You brought somebody here that's gonna present it to
Yeah,
us.
my homegirl Lex, she gonna
Okay.
get us together right quick. I'm gonna let her, do her thing.
So what are we tasting, young lady?
So this is Collins Ave Rosé, and it is a blend of Chardonnay and Pinot Noir with aromas from strawberries and morella cherries, making it have a slightly sweeter finish.
Oh, okay. Let's try it.
Yeah.
Let's try it.
You see, I got everybody on point. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
she know her stuff.
Yeah, she on point. I appreciate it.
Again, I want to thank my boy AB for letting us chill here and
Yeah.
record.
Shout out AB, man. AB, my dog, man.
Stay tuned. We're doing a bike ride downtown for suicide prevention, me and AB. So be on the lookout for that. Be on the lookout for the Follow D Money newsletter is coming out. Check your emails. Let's
Yeah.
try this balance. Whoa!
Oh, yeah. That's a good drink.
I hope that pop went through.
Nah, man, right? Yeah. Great color.
Thank you. Cheers, brother.
Cheers, brother. The long arms. Man, this is a dope moment for me.
Oh yeah.
Like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good, man. That's
Yeah.
real good.
Appreciate that.
Collins Ave.
Yeah. Refreshing.
Yeah, real refreshing.
That's refreshing.
I can definitely drink this when I'm super celebrating.
yeah. You know what I'm saying? Good moments. Good
Hell
moments.
yeah. This is real good, man.
I appreciate that, man. Thank you. This is a big moment right here for me.
Good, man. Yeah, it's a full circle moment.
It is.
One for me, I remember the moment I met you. I met you through Ronnie Jefferson.
Yep.
We were at Burn downtown
Mm-hmm.
in the VIP section.
Yep.
And Ronnie just told me that you was a young cat that was hungry.
That's it.
And when you introduced yourself to me, I was like, I could tell
Yeah.
that you had something, bro.
Yeah.
You had something going on, and you always stayed locked in. And I appreciate you always keeping me in mind and always hitting me up and
Yeah.
reaching out. So
1,000%.
I just want to congratulate you on all your
Man,
success.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
Absolutely.
This is a dope moment for me, man, because I remember years ago just like toasting up to somebody else's brand.
Yeah.
And now that I get to go in rooms and this is the drink of choice. Or I
Right.
get to go into moments and I get to go to dinner. This is my drink is a drink of choice.
Yeah.
And it changes your perspective on like taking the idea from one place and taking it to another. And it's
Yeah.
like just maximizing your creativeness. And I'm like, this is dope.
Yeah,
It's dope for me.
this is a true vision for what is possible
Yeah.
for anybody.
Yeah.
And that leads me to a very good question, in my opinion, is what advice do you have for somebody who wants to start something?
Have a plan and have people around you that believe in the same thing you do. And not even talking about when it comes to your dreams, more assess the mindset. Have people that hold you accountable. You know what I'm saying? When you're talking to people and y'all bouncing ideas off of each other, it's okay to get criticism from them because they may be an expert at something that you may not be an expert at, or they may have an experience. So it's like having people around that have those full experiences that you may not have, and you're all able to hold yourself accountable in the sense of like, hey man, you told me you was gonna do this, bro. Why ain't you doing this? Hey man, you told me you was gonna do this. Why ain't you doing it? What happened to this?
Yeah.
And you gotta keep reminding yourself, or your homies keep reminding you, like, hey, don't give up. And I think that's the biggest thing for me.
I find that that's so true in my life, and if anybody knows about what I've been doing for the last 5 years and how we've been doing this podcast and moving around in the city, it's because I had a team behind me that not only believed in me, but holds me accountable.
Yeah. You got a great team, by the way, man.
Man.
Great team.
John, Pete, Riley.
Yeah.
I mean,
those are my guys.
I can't do anything without them.
Yeah.
You know, the joke is I am the talent.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because they are so professional at what they do, but not only are they professional, they believe in anything that I want to do.
Yeah.
You know,
and I could tell.
And they tell me like, nah, we can't do that.
Yeah.
Or let's do that.
Yeah.
If I come with these ideas all the time and we execute every time,
That's
bro.
dope.
So it is important to get yourself a team. And it's not always gonna work out with certain people because a lot of people that have worked with us have fell off.
Yeah.
But those guys, man, I can count on them. They show up. They're very professional. You saw how long it took for them to get ready because it wasn't perfect.
Yeah. And I respect that.
Yeah. And I said I love watching that process.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it's very important to have people who believe in you and that you can trust.
1,000%.
But also that you can grow and build with.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
1,000%.
we've all become different because of our relationship.
Yeah.
But that's also with you and I's relationship. Yeah. Every relationship, you guys should grow together. No matter what the relationship is, it should never be the same 5 years from when you guys met.
And that's why I said that's part of holding each other accountable. You know what I'm saying? Because now y'all get to a point where y'all understand that, like, hey, to go and maximize our potential, we gotta move a little different, talk a little different, walk a little different. Like last time I seen you, I had on jeans and sneakers and da-da-da. Like I come in here, you know what I'm saying? I'm changing the way I want to be approached. Yeah. And I heard this dope quote from one of my homies, my boy Slick Nick. He said, dress how you want to be addressed. And that stuck with me when he told me that. You know what I'm saying? He told me on some like IG caption. I put it, but I'm like, when he said it stuck with me because I'm like, man, like people really do approach you how you present yourself.
Right.
And that was big. So everything I'm doing with Collins Ave is kind of an embodiment of how I want to be approached, and I want my brand to be approached.
Yeah. All right, I have a kind of a weird question, but I want to know it. Yeah. What are you afraid of?
Dying and not fulfilling my dreams and the stuff I said I wanted to do. I don't want to leave this earth and I didn't say what I wanted to do or do it. That's my biggest fear. I don't care about money. I don't care about none of that. Like, I'm doing this. I'm doing other things. The things I just told you, I want to build the headquarters. Like, I have to do all those things before I get up out of here. I even want to direct a film.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I want to direct a film. I want to be on, like, Ryan Coogler type vibe. Like, I want to do all of that. Like, I got big plans, big ideas, because it's like, man, when I'm out of here, everything that I left, people will be like, yo, like, dog was lit. He had his turn. He did this. He did this. Like, I'm cool. I just want to do everything I said I was going to do. And then once I'm done, I'm like, all right, cool.
The last time you were here and I asked you,
it's addictive, ain't it?
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
It's good. I'm not even a drinker.
So that's another point why I chose champagne. You know, most people that don't drink,
they'll drink champagne.
They'll drink champagne.
I think that would be true because this is something that I definitely could just have like 2 glasses.
You and your old lady, y'all chilling. Pour it up.
Pour it up.
Vibe out. Turn on some music.
It's a nice color too.
Yeah. I I did everything by, you know what I'm saying, by design. So.
You did. But the last time you were here, I asked you how you define success, and your answer was how you impact the people around you. That was your answer.
Yeah.
If I asked you to define success now, what would you say?
It ain't changed. Because this is going to impact my community, my family. You know what I'm saying? My brother's last name is Collins. My nephews, you know what I'm saying? Their last name is this. So whether I'm here or not, that name forever going to be there.
Yeah.
So it's always about impact. Because without the community, without my people supporting me and buying product and supporting the events and supporting, you know, the things that I do, I don't become who I am.
Yeah.
They don't support it.
Yeah.
So it's always impact for me. That's gonna say that.
What are you doing now? Other than your brand, how do you pour into your community and the people around you?
By giving people opportunities. I'm big on opportunities. You know, my guy Ty, he's a prime example.
Yeah.
My homegirl Lex, prime example. Giving people just opportunities to like do dope stuff and be a part of the brand and being part of the, you know what I'm saying, the culture. And, you know, even if they go on to do bigger and better projects than me and leave me and go make all this money, like, nah, that's what I was supposed to do. Like, I was supposed to help out. You want to take the bottle with you? Nah, go crazy. Yeah, that's what it's about. Giving them opportunities to do more things. Like, you know, Ty's going to go somewhere and be one of the best cameramen in the world.
Yeah.
Alex's going to go somewhere and be the best model in the world. Or, you know, these people are going to go on to do better things.
Yeah.
I just want to be able to like, hey, I gave you this platform. Take it, run with it.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm about to do something with you that I didn't do last time, but we have a new segment.
Okay.
And it's called,
it is.
It's called This or That. So I give you two things and you pick one or the other.
Do I got to do like drink champs? Like I got to drink.
It's like drink champs, but I
don't got to drink.
You don't got to.
Okay.
Drink. But what happens is I donate $10 for every one you pick.
Ooh.
If you don't pick, then I don't donate.
Okay. All right.
So, and the charity that I'm donating to is called Listen to Our Future.
Okay.
It's a learning center down in downtown East Side, Indianapolis. Yeah.
Fire.
All right, so we're gonna do this or that with Mr. Curtis Collins, and they're either Indianapolis for you. I did a lot of Indianapolis kind of entrepreneur questions. You know what I mean? So so we got business plan or freestyle hustle. Like, what's more important to you? Like, would you rather have a freestyle hustle kind of life, or you want a business plan?
At this point that I'm at now, a business plan make more sense.
Okay.
Yeah.
IG promo or word of mouth?
Word of mouth.
Word of mouth. Jay-Z or Nipsey Hussle?
Nipsey Hussle.
Early mornings or late nights?
Early mornings.
These are easy to you.
Yeah. I got my mind made up.
Local talent or national reach?
National reach.
Tennis shoes or dress shoes?
Dress shoes.
Napa Valley or Italy for wine?
Italy.
In the spotlight or behind the scenes?
Behind the scenes, 1,000%.
Behind?
Behind the scenes.
Okay. Legacy or luxury?
Legacy.
A Pacers playoff game or a Colts playoff game?
I'm going to go with Colts. Come up. Shout out my boy Shaguna Luby. I'm going to go Colts.
Launch it in your city or build the brand and bring it back?
That's a good one. Sheesh. That's tough. Because I've kind of done both. So that's... I say bring it back.
Bring it back.
I say bring it back.
Build it and bring it back.
Yeah.
Okay. The last one I asked this of another guest, and I thought the answer was interesting, but would you rather be happy in a relationship or have love in a relationship?
I'd rather be happy in a relationship. Yeah. Love is a feeling that can go away.
Yeah.
You can wake up one day and not love nobody. But if I'm happy, I'm just happy. Like, no matter what time of the day it is, no time of the week it is. Like, if I'm happy with you, I'm happy with you.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you can also change that, but for the most part, somebody bring you happiness, like, they tend to always bring you happiness for the most part.
Yeah. I think love is overrated, but
It is.
that's me because
It is.
there's so many different forms of love.
Yeah.
And the intimate love, we put too much on it.
Yeah.
And we put a lot of weight on it. So you can have that, and then it comes with all these responsibilities.
Yeah.
But when you have happiness, you're doing a lot of work to make it work. So
No, 1,000%.
that's how I feel.
Do you believe that, like, when people get married, it's more of like a business to you? Like a business?
I think marriage is 100% a business.
Okay.
I think a relationship is not a business. I think marriage is, because I think that when to get into a relationship with somebody,
Mhm.
you're trying to figure out that person, and you're trying to get that person to choose you. So you're working, you're doing all the things to make them like you and keep you and want to marry you.
Yeah.
Once you get married, you feel like you've done all the work. So then you start maybe focusing on yourself,
Yeah.
focusing on your career, focusing on other things, because you know all the hard work has been done to build that relationship. So now we love each other, we good.
So do you think marriage is beneficial? If you feel like that?
Marriage is a bad investment, but like it's proven to be a bad investment.
Okay, respect.
It's like 65% of them fail.
Yeah.
So I'm not saying marriage isn't good for somebody.
Yeah.
I'm saying it's a bad investment.
I think it's definitely a bad investment on the man's perspective, because 60%, and this is actually a proven fact, I think 55 to 60% of marriages are initiated by women in the last 15 years.
Yeah.
So it's like, if I didn't pour all my resources, my time, my money into you, I done had kids with you, I done done all these things, and then you get up one day and you didn't have to work for 15 to 20 years, and you get up and you done saved all your bread and saved all your stuff, and you up 150, 200,000,
Yeah.
and you get up, decide to walk away, I got to start all over again.
Yeah.
And you walk away getting alimony, child support, all these things that come with it, and you got 200 grand, you good. So yeah, it's to a degree it's a bad investment.
Well, I mean bad investment as in they fail
I'm saying bad investment financially.
financially
I
as
think,
well.
I think
though.
weddings
Yeah.
are idiotic.
Yeah.
I think people that do weddings are,
You're right.
it's
It's a waste of money.
yeah. You basically paying for other people to have a good time.
It's a party.
Yeah,
it's a big
I can do that at the crib. Like
Right.
we can get to we can drink Collins Ave all night.
Right.
I had the homie DJ. We get some tacos.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Order some White Castles. We
Yeah.
can get it cracking.
Yeah.
I'm not about to spend no 50 G's
Yeah.
to have somebody at my wedding that don't even like me. Your homegirl hates me. Why would I have her here? Like, you know what I'm saying? That doesn't make sense.
You're
to me.
paying for her to have a good time.
Eat all the lamb chops.
Yeah, marriage is it's a trap.
But I do want to get married though.
With all that said,
Yeah. I do want to get
I
married.
do want to be married.
I want to try it. I want to get married. I want to see what it's like.
As you should.
I'm going to the courthouse though if I do it.
Okay.
We ain't having no wedding. We're going straight a little $50 here.
Yeah.
Hold that.
Then have a reception, maybe.
Nah, we're not even doing that. We're just
No.
going to take a trip out the country.
Yeah.
And go vibe up somewhere.
Okay, but you want to get gifts, right?
Huh?
Don't you want us to? How we gonna give you gifts?
Just pull up to where I'm at. Hey,
Pull up to Cancun.
Yeah, come catch a vibe.
We can go to the honeymoon.
Yeah,
Okay,
we just
all right.
pull up.
Hey.
Like, we ain't about to do all that partying by ourselves.
We're going to Curtis's marriage, wedding. We're going to
Look,
his
man, look.
after wedding.
Monaco.
Yeah,
That's where I wanna go.
F1 race.
Nah, for real. I'm gonna rent a yacht next year for Collins Ave
Okay.
for Monaco.
All right.
I'm gonna rent a yacht. We're gonna throw a big ass party on it.
I'm going.
Yeah, it's up.
I'm going.
Yeah, we need to talk to Southwest about getting some points a system going on with Collins Ave. You know what I'm saying? Get a little.
How about we get you on the plane?
That's
what we're trying to get. Collins
I gotta
Ave
bring the
on
team with me. I gotta
plane.
bring the camera. I gotta bring Lex. I gotta bring the team with me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
okay.
gotta bring them peoples with me.
Okay.
Give them like 20% off or something. I don't know.
Okay.
Figure it out.
We'll figure something out.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
I appreciate you coming, man. I appreciate
1000%.
you hitting me up and saying that we need to get
I
back.
told you,
get
man,
back.
you the only person from the city that at this point in time that I wanted to sit down with and politic with about this. Because I knew you
appreciate
would
it.
understand the magnitude because we done so much
Yeah.
in the past and it built up to this point.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah. We've thrown parties together.
Yeah.
Um,
I had that party from All-Star Weekend. We didn't even talk about that. That
I
was
know
lit.
we didn't talk about the All-Star party.
That was lit.
was real tight.
Yeah, that was lit.
That was a
Oh,
time.
you know, we had just like
a time was had.
like just random celebrities just pop in there and just chilling.
Yeah.
You know, so shout out to my homie Trinidad James.
Trinidad James showed
Shout out
up.
to my dog,
Shout
man.
out.
Shout out to Simba too. He pulled up on us.
Simba.
Yeah.
It was a good time, man.
It was a vibe, man.
It was a good time.
That's a good vibe.
We got to do that again.
We do.
Collins Ave.
Yeah. I got some stuff in the works, so we'll definitely chop it up.
All right, for sure.
Yeah, definitely chop it
I would like to thank everybody for tuning in. I would like to thank Lex. I would like to thank AB, Curtis for coming out.
Cool.
Follow D Money team as always.
y'all.
Go to followdmoney.com.
Appreciate y'all.
Check out the newsletter. We're going to be working with Listen to Our Future big time in the future, so stay tuned. And follow D Money 5-year anniversary party coming soon.
Yes, sir.
Boom.
Cheers.
D Money.